Speaking of things at higher prices, Jim, B of A, Savita's got a piece out this morning looking at the number of mentions of inflation on corporate earnings calls, tripling year on year. 3X, biggest jump in our history since 2004.
But it's concentrated. It's steel. It's polyethylene. It's lumber. It's not. And polyethylene, by the way, we're going to get a thaw. We're beginning to get the rebuild of the plants that were taken offline by Uri. It was much worse than we think. But I think the inflation is concentrated. And I know that I waffle. David, I often waffle. I know that I waffle on this, but it is concentrated inflation. And it's not really hitting wage inflation as much as you think. In other words, people aren't making more money.
No, not yet, although we bring on CEOs who have jobs at the lower end, to be fair, but can't fill them. Can't fill them.
Well, they should pay more.
We'd go back to that, and then people want to just stay home and not work while they're collecting benefits that are in excess of what we can pay them. That's the answer that you get from a number of these CEOs of fast casual restaurants and things of that nature.
They should pay more. They should just go and listen to the conference call from Chipotle where they're perfectly willing to pay more. And isn't that the best anyway?
That would be what you want.
Right. They have the highest average unit volume, and they pay great wages, and they don't want to. They don't have a problem. Just like Costco doesn't. Costco pays the most.
Costco and has good benefits too.
Yes, and has the best numbers.
Has always, I know, it's always defied sort of. Some of their competitors have moved more towards them as opposed to the other way.
Well, Carl, and Jim Sinegal, when he retired, he explained to me, I said, why do you pay more? And he goes, it's very simple. When you have people who have turnover, you have to train them for at least 3 months, and you make nothing off those people. So why not just pay people more and have them stay? And the turnover at Costco is incredibly low. And the turnover at other stores is very high. So they have a lot of people who are either being trained or have to train them. And that is cost them much more than what Costco does. And that's what's going on.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.